Good morning, boys and girls. Today we are working on Unit 6, Lesson 7 for Language Arts. And today we are going to segment and blend two-syllable words. We are also going to replace a noun with a pronoun. And we're going to ask and answer questions about key details in the story, The Picnic by the River. Okay, so let's start by practicing segmenting and blending two-syllable words. So I'm going to say a word, for example, classroom, and I want you to just go ahead and repeat since we're not all together. Classroom. Now I'm going to segment. I'm going to break apart this word sound by sound. K, l, a, s, u, n. And again, you go ahead and repeat as I go through the word. And now I want to go ahead and blend the word together. Classroom. Classroom. Okay, I'm going to read it and you echo. K, R, D, B, or, D. Card, board. Cardboard. N, k, a, k, pan, cake, pancake. Awesome job. One more. B, a, k, p, a, k, back, pack, backpack. Now, if you're paying close attention, you probably noticed that underneath each part of these two-syllable words, it showed the number of fingers for each sound. For example, there are 3 sounds in back, b, a, k, and there are 3 sounds in pack, p, a, k, back, pack. So if you want, you can take a minute to go back and rewind this video and have a little bit more practice reading, segmenting, and blending these two-syllable words. So moving along to pronouns. I'm going to read you some sentences, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what pronouns are. Kate went on a trip. She was sad at the start of the trip. Kate met Jack in the coin shop. He was an expert on coins. Kate had found a coin. It was made of silver. Okay, so let's go back and look at those sentences. Oh, I have a question. Who was sad at the start of the trip? Kate was sad at the start of the trip. Kate went on a trip. She was sad at the start of the trip. So this word she is a pronoun, and it takes the place of the noun Kate. So again, we replaced the word Kate with the word she. Instead of saying Kate went on a trip, Kate was sad at the start of the trip, we use the pronoun she to replace the noun Kate. So sometimes we replace a noun with another word, and these words are called pronouns. Again, when we replace a noun with another word, this is called a pronoun. You say pronoun. Pronoun. Let's try another one. Here's our sentence. Kate met Jack in the coin shop. He was an expert on coins. So here's my question. Who was an expert on coins? Jack was an expert on coins. We can replace the noun Jack, the name of a person, with a pronoun. That pronoun he takes the place of the noun Jack. Let's try one more. Kate had found a coin. It was made of silver. So now my question is, what was made of silver? The coin. The coin was made of silver. So we're going to replace the noun coin with the pronoun it. Kate had found a coin. It was made of silver. When we replace a noun with another word, this is called a pronoun. So the three examples that we looked at today in our sentences were the pronouns he, she, and it. Now, since we're not all together, I'm going to say some sentences and show you or tell you, explain how I would change, how I would replace a noun with a pronoun. So here's my first sentence. Jeff had a party. And I have my three pronouns to choose from at the top. He, she, it. So instead of saying Jeff had a party, and Jeff invited the class, I can say Jeff had a party, he invited the class. Here's another one. Jill pet a cat. Now I'm going to tell you more about the cat. Instead of saying Jill pet a cat, the cat was soft, I would say Jill pet a cat. It was soft. Okay, let's look at one more example. Dan went to school. I'm going to tell you more about Dan at school. Dan went to school. Dan loves school. Instead of saying the noun Dan again, I can say he loves school. Dan went to school. He loves school. Okay, so now you can take a moment to pause and go to ClassKick for worksheet 7.1 to show what you have learned about pronouns. You're going to underline the pronoun and draw a connecting line to the noun that they replace. Okay, moving on to our story, The Picnic by the River. Today's story is about some surprise visitors that show up at Grace's family picnic. Now before we read, let's look at our spellings. We have words spelled with the letter C that make the S sound. Grace, Spencer, raced, and center. Words spelled with CE that make the S sound. Voice and glanced. Our word spelled with the letters SE that make the S sound is rinsed. And then we have that past tense marker ED that makes the T sound in the words picked, stuffed, asked, brushed, and slipped. There's a few other two-syllable words, and again, they don't have the little dot between them. Picnic, basket, and river. Before we read, here's some vocabulary words you should know. In the story, you're going to hear the word picnic, and a picnic is a meal that's eaten outdoors. These bears are having a little picnic outside. You're going to hear the word brushed. Now, it's not like a hairbrush, but in today's story, that means that someone or something is moving lightly and quickly. And you're also going to read the word glanced. And when you come across that word, it means that person or animal looked quickly at something. Okay, now it's time to go ahead and read today's story to find out who visits Grace's picnic and complete worksheet 7.2 on ClassKit.